that to the.
Yep. Well, today is the session that I was least looking forward to, and I'm most nervous about. Not nervous, anxious about. I'll use the word anxious. Um, because today is when we get into the weeds. And what I mean by weeds is, let me go ahead and share my screen first of all. Let's go ahead and get started with that. Um, I have some notes from Lenine about what she wanted me to cover. And what I know Greg knows this. Um,
We're watching him today,
the problem with what's left is, for example, an app that allows us to use the tablets to text and make calls. When you go to the App Store, when you Google Android apps that you can use to make voice calls or video calls, you will find dozens and dozens. And of course, there are three or four that stand out as being very popular. The problem is, um, because there are a handful of very popular, and let me go ahead and stop sharing so you can we can I because there are so many. WhatsApp, for example, Facebook Messenger is one that's very popular with a lot of people because a lot of people already have a Facebook account. Facebook Messenger will allow you to make a phone call or a video call as long as you have an internet connection. You don't have to have cell service. WhatsApp is very popular with my kids. So younger people, millennials, Gen Z, WhatsApp is very popular. It'll also, as long as you have an internet connection, make phone calls and video calls. So, so deciding which one to teach members is the problem, and that's where I fail. I'm not good at making decisions like that. I understand all the technology. I understand what's possible, what can be used to do the things that are possible. What I don't know is what's going to best fit your membership. That makes sense?
Yeah, I think, I mean, just listening
And
to it,
that's just using that first example of an app for making phone calls and video calls. So
right, so I think for our group, Facebook Messenger is probably gonna be best,
I
because we're gonna
agree.
try to get them on Facebook to keep in touch with the club on our page, so they're already kind of gonna be doing that piece.
Yes.
So that probably is the easiest one for us to use for that.
I agree. And that's the one I was going to suggest.
Okay.
The other thing I wasn't looking forward to is I've tested this tablet as many ways as I could. The only thing I didn't do is go drop it on the patio out back.
Don't do that.
Um, but when I tried to use it on Zoom, it was lagging worse than any computer I've ever seen our members using. And it wasn't the internet connection because from the tablet, I can do an internet speed test. It has great speeds. Problem is, the processor in it does not process the Zoom video and audio quick enough. So it does not work well with Zoom. I haven't tested it with Facebook Messenger. That's something I can test with one of you guys. So before you start teaching your members how to use Facebook Messenger to make video or phone calls, we need to see if it's even going to be something that
Quite
is
feasible.
is
Yeah.
worth teaching them, or if it's something that's going to frustrate them and make them not want to use the tablet at all. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah,
so that's just using the first thing on Lenny's list.
okay.
Second one, transit app. Oh, let me go ahead and share my screen again. Transit app. I have not downloaded it. And I've never, and one of the, I can show you some apps. I can't show you other apps. I don't
Okay.
have a transit account. And to be quite honest with you, I have three teenagers, so two in college, one who's a bum, and I have to support. Um, and I don't have the money to buy one just for the purposes of testing, by the way. And in the previous documentation that I sent you, I just glanced over those prompts. I should have stopped at each one to remind you there's already screenshots of them in the material that I've already provided. and it was in the whenever you open a new app section. Almost every app you open will ask, can I have access to your camera? Can I have access to your location? Can I send you notifications? There's a lot of prompts that the first time any member opens up an app, they're going to get. And that's something that the trainers will need to keep in mind whenever any member that you work with wants to install any new app. And we'll see that in a couple of minutes. So here's the transit app. And the notes was how to just downloading it. Obviously, downloading it's pretty straightforward. Um, but here's where, like I said, because I don't have a fair deal card or anything like that, I don't know even how to begin to tell you how to get a fair deal card. I've never had a bus pass. Back when I used to work downtown, I used to ride the bus, but I paid cash. I don't even think you can pay cash anymore, can you? You have to use a card or something, or
No, you still pay cash.
you still pay cash? Okay.
Yeah, you can get a one way for $2 or four ways for all day.
So my question would be, with this transit app, if I don't have a bus pass, I can still see where the buses are,
Yeah, people
right?
That's what it looks like. Yes.
Yeah.
That's what
And
it looks like.
does that require me to sign in and have an account, or can I just like do that as a guest?
Yes, it doesn't look like I have to sign. Yeah, I did look at it on my computer actually. Doesn't look like I have to, let me go back. It doesn't look like you have to have an account to just look at the nearby, and I may have to zoom, pinch and zoom. Yeah, if I pinch and zoom, it's going to show me routes near me, and I'm going to let it. So there, for example, there is no bus that comes near me. I'd have to travel up to Mount Washington where I could catch the 24
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
from probably, here we go. Here's the nearest stop in Mount Washington off of Sutton Avenue. There is no bus that comes to my house or on my street. Um,
Okay,
so
so I guess with this one then, there was no problem with just downloading the app and installing it? It didn't ask you for any Gmail or anything?
no, not at
Okay.
all. Not at all. But
Okay.
that's where, so installing it's easy. Using it appears to be relatively easy, but I don't know how to create an account. I don't know how to buy a pass with it. And
I think
Yeah, I mean, they have a thing where you can use your cell phone,
okay,
creates a whatever UQR code or whatever.
You go
Yeah.
to the Easy Fare to
oh,
buy
that
it
makes sense.
online.
Yeah, I know a lot of our members of the Recovery Center use the transit app.
so. It
Um,
sounds like we have enough expertise in the room on how to use the transit app, so we don't
that's
need
what
to
I was,
spend
yeah,
any
that's what I was
time
going
on
to
that.
ask you.
Yeah, I
All
think
right,
we're,
the next one's,
what was
sorry.
that?
Started yet?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all start the app yet?
Did we all start that
We
transit app?
installed the app.
Oh, I think he just installed it on his, but you don't have to do it on yours. Really,
Right
just
now.
kind of watch
Oh.
what he's doing
Oh,
today.
yeah, I was asking if y'all installed.
Oh, no, we're just
Oh.
kind of watching him.
Oh,
Oh yeah, I'm just playing around.
Some people will want it, some people won't. We just picked like 5 of the most popular apps people ask for, just to have him kind of
that sounds
review.
like one.
Yeah, that is a popular one.
Yeah, no, that'll be a big one.
All right, so it's easy to install, and then we can figure out how to run it. There's enough of
Yes.
us know how. Okay, next.
Now, by the way, you're looking at a black screen because the screen sharing software that I have won't let you see the private. Now you can see some stuff. Now, this is one of those notifications that every app that you install and open, the first time you open it, it's going to ask you a bunch of things like, can I send you notifications? Can I have access to your phone logs? Can I have access to your pictures? Depending on the app, it's going to ask you different things. Now it wants to know my location. And I always say while I'm using the app, and because this is, why is this not? Oh, wait. Here we go. What I'm doing right now is I'm logging into the MyChart app. Can't see that on the screen, obviously. Wow, I'm impressed.
Yeah, I think you need to do my chart, you're gonna need to go to your doctor and get a link or some kind of code from them.
No, I'm impressed because I have full access to my chart on the tablet right now that is plugged into my computer, and I have screen sharing software connected between the tablet and my computer. But the screen sharing software is smart enough to know that this app is not something that is allowing screenshots. My
Yeah.
chart, by the way, you can't even do a regular screenshot. Like if you know how to take a screenshot on your phone, you open up
Yeah.
my chart, it won't let you screenshot something because of HIPAA, I think.
Well,
But
I'm kind of grateful that's secure.
yeah,
Yeah.
me too. But my chart, you have to check with your doctor. I highly recommend everybody install my chart.
So
I use it
the
all the time. Sorry, go
the
ahead.
the installation again was simple. You just installed the
Absolutely.
app or something. Okay.
The only problem is when you have to select your in my chart. Yeah, you have to get a code from your doctor's office. So if you have visited your doctor's office recently, they give you outpatient paperwork. And the outpatient paperwork will have a code on it that you can use to, when you open up the MyChart app and try to create an account, it'll ask for that code. And it's on the paperwork that your doctor gives you when you leave a doctor visit.
All right.
Told you I wasn't looking forward to this session.
It's okay, you're doing great.
Now,
We just
pay,
really kind of wanted to review and find out if there was anything we needed to know about these apps that was, tricky.
I don't, yes, my chart is tricky because you can't create an account without actually getting help from your doctor's office.
Right.
Uh, Transit is tricky if you've never used the transit before. Um,
All right,
let's see.
what were the other ones we sent you? Free
Yeah,
TV?
free TV. By the way, there are two streaming services that are going to be discontinued in the very near future.
Okay.
And I forget his name. I think it was Anthony. He was working with us a while back. He said that he wanted to show some members some ways to watch TV on your tablet that are they're not illegal, but they're questionably legal. Does that make sense?
Oh, okay. Maybe we shouldn't head down that route right yet.
And that's
Yeah,
not
I'm
good.
and I already told him I'd love to because just between you, me, and anyone who watches this video, I've used one or two of those websites before, but ethically I can't show you how to do that.
Yeah,
But I do recommend Freebie, which
okay.
is an app that is owned and created by Amazon. It automatically changed the screen orientation on me, which I don't like. There we go. And I love Freebie because I have a smart TV, but I don't pay Spectrum for cable TV because it's too much. So I cut the cord and I have a smart TV and I have internet, and that's all I pay for is the internet. I have an Amazon Prime account, so I get to watch all kinds of stuff for free on Amazon Prime. Amazon owns Freebie, and on my smart TV, I have a Fire Stick. It's a little $30, $40 thing you plug into a HDMI port on your TV. And when I search for something that I want to look for, often it's on the Freebie app. Freebie has TV shows, it has movies, It has live TV. I'm always surprised. So somebody named a favorite movie. Nothing too blockbusterish, but
The Sandlot.
The Sandlot.
Yeah.
Let's see if it's free. It is not.
Um,
That's okay.
that's okay.
That's okay. But I want to show you. I want to show you something else. Actually, this is fun. Let's go home, and let's go to. Oh, um, one thing that I think you should recommend to all of your members when you're teaching them how to use the tablet is to sign in to websites and apps. And you get, when you sign into Freebie or Pluto or some of these websites where you can get free TV or YouTube, you're giving away some of your data, obviously, and that's the price that you're paying for the free content. So even YouTube, you can use YouTube without signing into Google, and Google owns YouTube. But if you sign in to YouTube using Google, you get to create playlists, save things to a favorite list. You get to, it remembers what you like and it tries to recommend things based on what you've watched in the past. So I always recommend that people sign in using the Google account that they are signed into the tablet on. And of course,
David,
things.
I have a quick question. So with the freebie, do I have to have an Amazon account to download and use that app, or are they two separate?
No, you do not.
Okay,
So let's
so I only need the Amazon account if I want to save my lists and things like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
come on. Probably can't see anything on your screen, right? Do you see a black screen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, big screen.
Yeah. I'm watching a movie on the tablet right now. Screen
Here.
software won't let you see the
Oh, there you go, okay.
screen sharing software. It's great that I can show you my tablet using on my computer screen using Zoom, but it does basic copyright protection. It does basic privacy protection. So it doesn't show you sign-in screens, won't show you the MyChart app because of HIPAA, it won't show you movies because of copyright uh, rules. But I'm sitting here watching a movie. I never signed in. I just downloaded Freebie, searched for something. By the way, Freebie has the new Magnum PI. I used to love Magnum PI when I was a kid. They did a reboot, and Freebie has like 4 seasons of the reboot. I've been binge watching the new Magnum PI on Freebie. It has a lot of stuff. But I want to show you a couple other things really quick
Yes.
that I think are important. So when it comes to free TV, yes, you have these great apps, and they are great. But one thing that I have a whole list of websites that I love. And one of them is justwatch.com. I have a PC class that I co-facilitate at the Recovery Center. It's a hybrid class. We have people in the computer lab at the Recovery Center, and then I'm on the big screen on Zoom. And I teach them a whole list of websites. And these websites are websites that I use all the time, that I find useful, that I think my peers would find useful as well. I teach them other internet tricks like how to do advanced Google searches so that you don't have to look at as much junk. But let's say you do want to watch Magnum PI. Come on. Sorry, you're looking at a
Somebody's sitting on.
computer. I need to clean my keyboard.
I thought maybe you had a cat in the room. That's what my cat does.
No.
It's on the keyboard.
Which Magnum do I want to watch? If I want to watch the old Magnum PI, justwatch.com tells me, oh, I have to go to Apple TV and buy it, or I can buy it from Amazon, which sucks because it was free for a long time on Netflix or Freevee or Amazon. But if I say I want to watch the new Magnum PI, it'll tell me that's, oh, there are 4 seasons on Freevee. Uh, this website is great, and I teach it to everyone who I teach any computer related anything to. And since Lenine wanted to cover watching TV, you can put any TV show in here. So, what was that TV show that you guys mentioned earlier that wasn't on Freebie?
Sandlot?
Oh, that was a movie, Sandlot. Is that right?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Did I get that right?
Yeah, that's it.
Mhm.
Sandlot is you can rent it on Apple TV. If you have a Disney Plus subscription, you can watch it for free on there, or yeah. So it's you have to pay Disney, or you can watch it on Hulu if you have a subscription, or Vudu, you can rent it. So Amazon Video will let you rent it, but it's not available for free anywhere.
So when I sign up for Freebie, what kind of information does it ask me for when I'm signing up? Just a username and password? Or do they need address or
You don't
any
need anything. By the way, um, I I told you that I recommend that people sign up for these services. Um, I don't know how much of this is attributed to my mental health or how much of it is attributed to my almost 40 years experience in computer technology. I don't sign up for anything. I'm very privacy
Oriented.
oriented. I was going to use a different word that started with A, but not necessarily appropriate. Anal. Um, so I don't sign up. I do recommend to other people that they sign up for online services. I've been using Freebie for a long time. I've never signed up, so I couldn't tell you what they ask for. Because they're owned by Amazon, I suspect that all you have to do is sign in with your Amazon account if you have an Amazon account. As far as Amazon goes, by the way, that's one of the things that we're covering in the Recovery Center PC class. Um, if you are low income, if you have food stamps, if you have Medicaid, any of the many low income qualifiers, you can get Amazon Prime for half price. But even without Amazon Prime, you can watch TV shows, movies on Amazon. You can watch TVs and shows on Freevee for free. So you don't need to pay Amazon to be able to use Amazon and buy stuff on Amazon. A lot of people don't realize that. That wasn't on Lenine's list, but as far as Freebie goes, if you sign up for it because it's owned by Amazon, I suspect that you just have to simply sign in with your Amazon account. I've never signed into Freebie. I use it literally every day almost. Um, so YouTube is what I use for most of my TV viewing. And as a privacy nut, I'll call myself, even though I know it's a negative. As a person who values my privacy and is borderline paranoid of big tech, I hate Google. I hate Microsoft. However, I have given in to Google when it comes to YouTube and, of course, Gmail and some other Google services that I value the service more than I value my freedom when it comes to those services. So, one of the things on Lenine's list was how to sign up for a YouTube account. So, let's go ahead and share my screen. And this is the easiest one because,
While you're pulling that up, David, another quick question. If after this training, because this is probably gonna be our last group training session and we're gonna go on to training our staff.
okay,
If any of our members wanna continue learning more after we've given them their tablet, can they sign up for classes at the Recovery Center?
absolutely.
Okay, do they have to be a member or can they just?
You have
Um,
a member
that's
to-
up to Chris. I think they do.
You
Okay.
have to be a member.
Yeah, they have to go
Have to
in,
do
do
an
a tour.
intake. You have to do the intake.
Okay, so if I have someone who's like, I'm
But-
really on this tablet and I wanna learn more, I can
Mhm,
suggest they go to the recovery center and do an intake and take some classes there.
mhm.
But
Okay.
here's a problem with your question though. Your question is a little flawed.
Okay,
So for the last probably 3 weeks, no exaggeration, it's happened recently. I've had 3 or 4 members of my online group say, my phone keeps telling me it's out of storage space, and I don't know how to get my pictures off of my iPhone or my Android. I've had users of both have the same problem recently. And I told them I can easily teach you. Just make an appointment. We can do a one-on-one Zoom session or a group Zoom session, and I'll show you how to plug your device into your computer and move your pictures and videos off and onto your computer or onto a thumb drive or into the cloud. There are many, many ways to free up space on a tablet, phone, Android, or iPhone. That's a common problem that people have. It's not something that's being taught in a class currently. Does that make sense? Another problem that people have is that they're getting a lot of spam text and spam emails. And similar to the content that we covered last week, where we were talking about how to be safe online, I've been having to repeat the same thing that I told you guys last week to the members of my groups, which is just don't click on anything, never click on anything. I've been teaching them the same thing, but that's not currently on the curriculum of any current recovery center class. And Greg, maybe that's something you want to take up and
Mhm.
together.
I was thinking less that someone had a specific problem. If they had a specific problem we couldn't answer, we'll probably get in touch with you and just be like, David, how do we fix this
That's
thing?
where I was. That's where I was
However,
heading with all this.
I was thinking more for people who are showing some interest in computers now, and I
Yep.
want them to continue learning and being involved.
I love tech stuff. Let me just put it that way.
It shows.
Everything tech, problems, fun stuff. I love it all. I love sharing what I know. I love learning what I don't know. If somebody comes to me with a problem, my favorite problems are the ones where I have no clue because I love researching and figuring stuff out. So if any of your staff, any of your members have a problem, your staff can text me, email me 24 hours a day. I may not respond if I'm busy, sleep, whatever. But I will. Chris calls me and emails me 24 hours a day regularly, seriously.
That's good
And-
to know because once we start rolling this out, we might find some areas that we just need some extra help in. I can't even.
You're going
guess
to.
what they will need.
And you're going to
Create a
because,
list of who it
When we
is, what the
start.
problem is, and
Yeah. If no one in our group has the expertise to
Mhm.
handle it,
well,
then.
you can't. I can't. So there's going to be something that comes up where even I'm going to have to start Googling and looking up what people smarter than me know about a specific problem or issue that somebody's having. But we'll be able to figure it out. And I've already told Chris I have no problem with you guys reaching out to me the same way he does. And I will help you as the best I can with whatever problems that come up. The apps, like I said at the beginning of this group, that's the hardest part because there are so many apps out there. Apps are always changing. The people the computer programmers who wrote the transit app, they could change it tomorrow. So we could put together training material. We could teach people how to use it, and in a week it'll be completely different. And what they just learned may not be applicable because the people who write the transit app, the computer programmers and the people in charge of that app may make decisions that change how that app works. Does that make sense?
Yep.
So
Yeah.
apps are always the hardest part to
Can we do one of us videoing you on Messenger and see how it works here?
absolutely. I was thinking about
Does anyone already
actually
have Facebook on their tablet?
I do not.
mm,
Do you have Facebook? No,
No.
do you have Facebook, Betsy?
I didn't put it on there, so if
Okay.
it's not already on there, then.
I
Does
don't like
somebody-
Facebook.
You don't like Facebook?
No.
I don't mind trying
Can
it.
you put Facebook on and? All right, Megan's gonna download Facebook real quick,
okay. Me too.
then we're gonna give it a try, see if we're lagging. We'll just have one person do it so we don't have bandwidth issues.
my test account on the tablet.
I
And I'll
need to
just
talk
stay
about
out.
meat,
Let me make myself a little bit younger.
get through that.
Yeah, I don't think we recorded that session, but yeah, we will go through it. We
Oh
have-
my gosh. Just scroll down, look. Oh,
Go, so we can probably figure it out.
Yeah. And that's
Okay.
good, because I want to dial in from Google Meets to make sure it comes in next
Maybe we
week.
can sit side by side.
Yeah, we'll figure it. Nadine's really good at it right now. She's my expert on Google Meets.
I'm gonna call. Keep things consistent. Uh,
Second.
oh, I just spent an hour. I just spent an hour working with members of the Recovery Center during a class, and somebody had forgotten their password to their email account. And I just spent an hour teaching people how to log into, how to set up two-factor authentication. That's something that,
So we can put the phone number in, they send you a code on your cell phone.
yes. Okay. I don't know why it automatically changed the orientation of my, all right, so here's my account. Now, from Facebook, when I go to messages, it says, well, hey, Messenger is not installed on this. I'm going to install it. You can install Messenger without installing Facebook, by the way.
Oh, okay. Well, that means Ken can install it without getting Facebook.
Just install Facebook.
Oh, did you? Oh.
Yeah,
Well, that's good. You should be checking and giving a like to our page
Yeah.
every day. Then we post a picture, you gotta give a like, You get traffic, internet traffic, start trending.
Had those numbers.
Come on.
How'd you do over there, Megan?
I'm in Messenger and Facebook, so whenever we're ready to do
All
the
right.
video call.
You got to be kidding me.
Yeah,
The invisible cat.
The invisible cat's in on your keyboard
I
again.
really do.
I don't know if I've ever video called on Facebook though. I don't know if I know how to do it. Oh, wait,
It has like a little camera thing you hit, I think.
All right.
I see.
And again, I have two-factor authentication turned on.
Karen, you still have are you using your tablet at home at all?
Yeah,
Okay.
love this.
A little bit.
Yeah.
What's keeping you from using it a lot?
I don't know what to do. I've
Uh,
downloaded all my things.
They're like bored with it already.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right,
I
is it time
changed
to,
my password
Oh, that was a whole
or
class.
my
meeting.
email.
You wanna change it to a
My
different
email.
Gmail?
Yeah, Gmail.
I'll show you after.
Okay.
Next time you bring it in.
All right.
It's, in fact, I'm a little bit worried about this rolling out because I think each individual that we train, it's gonna be time consuming.
Right.
They're all gonna want different apps, you
Mhm.
know, and they're not gonna really know what they're doing. Like each individual is gonna take a lot.
Well, some people will be power users and intermediate users and.
Yeah,
Low
and then
users.
hopefully, like, we can all start helping each other once we start the train rolling. We'll learn, but
So I just tried to install Freevee and it says this tablet isn't compatible with this app.
really,
That's the message I'm getting.
Which app?
The Freevee app, I'm getting a message that this tablet isn't compatible with this app when I try to download it from Google Play.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why.
I think we all have the same model of,
yeah,
Mhm.
Betsy broke the internet.
I mean, it's called Amazon Freevee, right?
yeah,
Yeah. I'll try again, but I don't know.
I literally,
Let me try it again.
It's not already installed or anything.
False alarm, it just hiccuped and now it's fine.
well, hopefully I'm getting a false alarm hiccup with this messenger app.
So since this is our last official training with David, does anyone have any areas that they want to cover that maybe we haven't covered? We can review everything that we've covered in the past, but is there anything new or something we missed or
Anything new?
anything that we didn't cover you think you want to cover in the training?
Is he gonna mention, call and test out?
Calling and texting, so that was the very first app and the one we're
Oh,
testing
they got it
now.
on there now?
It's the Facebook Messenger that we're playing with right now. That
Hold
will
on.
be calling and texting.
Oh, that will?
That one.
No,
That's what we're testing.
no, it's not working for me.
All right.
So I'm going to create a WhatsApp account and test it with you guys.
Do we have to have the WhatsApp or can we do it from Messenger?
We can try it for Messenger, but Messenger is not working for me.
Okay. Are you signed in as info, Megan?
No, I'm in my work email.
I was gonna try to message you.
Messenger.
Yeah.
You can search my name, I'm Megan Seiler.
Fine.
That's SEILER.
You're correct.
She works at Queen City Clubhouse, that's what it says.
Oh, here we go. All right. So now I just need somebody to send me a friend request.
Are you just what's your name on Facebook? David Hawthorne?
Yep. Just David Hawthorne with this ugly picture. Right there. Sorry.
So you
This
have to be
face,
friends
this,
with the person in order to call or text.
You can find.
it looks like it.
Okay, so that might not be the app we want then. Like if I wanna call my doctor
Okay.
using my tablet
Megan.
in these messengers.
So now I'm going to look for Megan.
You'll be able to call universally.
Yeah, we're gonna have to think about this one.
Yeah, that's me.
I'm going to click on her and I'm going to call her. Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Can you see me?
We can see you, Megan,
I
on
can't
TV.
see you.
Oh, let
But
me
I
turn
can
on my
see-
video.
We can see you, Megan, on the big
We're looking
screen.
right up your nose. Good thing you don't got no bats in that cave.
Yeah, now I can see you.
Okay,
All right.
There's a little bit of lag, but
not too bad.
no, it works.
No,
Okay.
I don't have very much lag.
No,
Feedback though, what is that?
Probably because
that's
it's
because I had a microphone on my laptop and the tablet at the same time. So you guys
Gotcha.
are hearing, that's why you're hearing feedback. All right, really quick before we run out of too much time, I want to highlight a couple things.
Okay,
And I've run across this on multiple apps on the tablet. I don't know if you guys noticed, but when I was trying to set up Messenger, it wanted to get a text message from me because I have the two-factor authentication turned on.
Mhm.
I typed in the code that I got sent, and Messenger didn't do anything. So I had it send me another code. Typed it in, Messenger didn't do anything. I had to close the app, the square at the bottom of the screen. This is in the documentation. Then I had to reopen it, and guess what? When I reopened it, I was logged in.
All right, so update.
So that's not the first time that's happened on different apps on this tablet.
All right,
So
if we find it's not working, sometimes refreshing the app will fix it.
yes,
All right.
and I don't even have the keyboard unless the keyboard's connected. Oh, I know what's wrong. You- Oh boy. I consider myself relatively intelligent when it comes, especially when it comes to IT stuff. You want to know where the invisible cat is?
Where's the invisible cat?
The keyboard that I'm not using right now is connected to the tablet, but it's under a stack of papers right next to me on the other side of the tablet.
There's your sticky key.
I found my invisible cat. By the way, I'm going to delete the WhatsApp app, but
Now,
you may have users that want to use that.
with the WhatsApp app, if I wanted to call my doctor's office, could I use that, or is that also something you have to be friends with someone to use?
It's a app to app communication.
Okay.
like they have.
But WhatsApp is more flexible. According to my kids, I've never used WhatsApp. According to my kids, sometimes they'll call me on Facebook Messenger from WhatsApp. So WhatsApp does have some crossover with different apps.
Is there any phone application that allows me just to make a call to anyone?
You cannot make a cell phone call to a landline or cell phone voice call from these tablets unless yes, there is, by the way, the answer to your question. And I don't think it came installed, but I will show it to you. The reason I don't want to show it to you is because it's not free.
Oh, okay.
Google Voice has what's called, hold on, let me go ahead and install it. VoIP, voice over IP. And basically, you're using Google Voice used to be free. It was free the last time I used it. I'm going to go ahead and log in with my existing Google account that I'm signed into the tablet, accept the privacy settings. I can use my current number, look for available numbers. And this is another app that I'm going to have to reopen. There's Google Voice. Now I get the skip option. Let's go ahead and allow it access to my contacts. Give access to I've had no calls. Um, so right now I don't have a phone number to call from, but I'm going to say not now and see if it'll work.
Okay,
I'm going to see if I can call my voice. Nope.
all right.
So it looks like I have to get a Google phone number. And if you look, let's get one from Kentucky. Forgot to kill the cat. Use this, accept the number. Inbound calls will be sent to my cell. So Google Voice is the answer to your question. I used to use it and then it stopped being free, so I stopped using it. Let's see if it's free again. Maybe they went back. If so, that is the answer to your question. That is what I would recommend you use if it is free. But I suspect that it's not going to be free. It's all yours. Your device will ring when somebody. By the way, you guys want to call me on that number? I'm gonna make a phone call, voice phone call from the tablet. There's your answer.
All right,
As you saw, I had to jump through a bunch of hoops.
yeah,
If they are connected to the internet with Wi-Fi, apparently they can um, install Google Voice. I highly recommend you install it. It's a good app.
all right.
Uh, they started charging, and I'm worried, and I'm gonna have to look it up for you. I'll look it up. Um, Back when it first came out, it was free for anybody with a Google account, with a Gmail account. And then what they went to now it's $3.99 a month to use Google Voice. And I was like, I'm not paying Google for a phone number that I don't need. Um, but it looks like it's free now. You just saw it work. So
Okay,
Google Voice is the app you want to download, and you will have to jump through some hoops. If it gets locked up, which mine got locked up twice, just hit the square, close all your apps, open it back up, start over again. And that's
okay,
true. That happened to me with the Messenger account app, happened to me with the Voice app, happened to me with the Facebook app. So Google Voice for voice calls. What else?
all right.
Oh boy. Um,
I think that's pretty much gonna start wrapping us up. We only got a
yeah,
couple minutes left.
I
But I
think
do
so.
want to say congratulations, everyone, for making it through basic tablet training.
Yeah.
Yay! We made it through.
Okay. I wasn't joking. You can give all your trainers my cell phone number, and I'll put it in the chat. You probably already have it. They can call me, text me, preferably. If I'm free, I'll respond, or I'll respond. I can't help right now, but you know, after group at 9:30, whatever. I work from 7 to 9:15 every night.
Okay.
And I have some day groups. Uh, if I'm not in a group, if I have time, if I don't have to eat, if I'm not at a doctor appointment, stuff like that, I will respond back as soon as I can.
All right. We
And
really,
and
really
most
appreciate all your help, David. You've been fabulous.
okay, most questions are if I don't know the answer, uh, and I don't know the answer to everything. I am really good at figuring things out though. So if you run across a problem, I actually enjoy challenges like that and figuring stuff out. So if I don't know the answer, I'll help you figure out what the answer is best I can. So
All right.
don't hesitate to email me, text me. If something's urgent, let me know in the text or email. I check my email all day long too. So Yeah, my email, davidh@Recovery Center. But don't hesitate to email me, text me. Like I said, Chris does it all the time, so you guys can too. And the only other thing that I would recommend that you look into doing is the documentation, the Word docs that I sent over to Lenine are very, very basic Word docs. They're very basic. This is what the back arrow at the bottom of the screen does. This is what the circle does. This is what the App Store icon looks like and how to install an app. Um, if you want documentation on a specific app, just let me know. That will take time. That's not something I can probably answer in 5 minutes or 30 minutes. That's something that I'll have to sit down, do screenshots, copy, paste them into Word or Canva or something like that, put together a doc. But if you do want documentation so that you can have for yourself and to hand out to people on a specific app or a specific issue, just let me know and email me specifically what you want. I work really well when I'm given direct, specific instructions and directions and requests. Does that make sense?
It
More
does.
Hey,
information.
hey,
better.
could you give us some documentations on stuff like this? I don't work well mentally. My mind doesn't work well with generic concepts. I work better with, hey, we need a document that teaches people how to install and use Google Voice, which is something I can put together probably in an hour, if that. So just like I said, don't hesitate to email me or text me with small problems, big problems, requests.
Okay,
I'm not doing anything else. So,
thank you, David.
all
Will you
right.
send us the recording link,
Oh,
please?
yes. And I sent for all the other recordings, I put them as an unlisted YouTube video and sent Lenine the link. So
Okay.
Lenine has links